According to the British newspaper, The Sun, 29 million viewers globally watched the premiere of the fourth season of the highly popular series, The Crown. One particular episode depicts Prince Charles' investiture speech, formally appointing him Prince of Wales. In the movie, the following quote was attributed to Prince Charles: "If this union is to endure, then we must learn to respect each other's differences. Nobody likes to be ignored, to not be seen or heard or listened to." Although the exact words are fictitious, history shows Prince Charles sympathetic to the Welsh people who felt ostracized by the United Kingdom. He won the hearts of the Welsh people by promoting the value of diversity and inclusion. Good evening. My name is Donna Roper-Roach, and I'm an African-American woman concerned about Executive Order 13950, combating race and sex stereotyping, which was signed by President Trump on September 22nd, 2020. Executive Order 13950, which can be found on the White House website, states the order sets forth the policy of the United States not to promote race or sex stereotyping or scapegoating, and prohibits federal contractors from inculcating such views in their employees in workplace diversity and inclusion training. The executive order continues to read, therefore, the policy will not allow grant funds to be used for these purposes. This order impacts the U.S. Uniformed Services, government contractors, and all agencies receiving federal funding, including possibly academia. Furthermore, the order directs the Department of Labor to establish a hotline and investigate complaints. Executive Order 13950 defines race and sex stereotyping as ascribing character traits, values, moral and ethical codes, privileges, status, or beliefs to an entire race or sex. The order defines race and sex scapegoating as assigning fault or blame to a race or sex. It encompasses any claim that members of any race or sex are inherently racist or are inherently inclined to oppress others. The Trump administration considers divisive terminology used to engage diversity and inclusion conversations, such as white privilege, systematic racism, unconscious bias, intersectionality, and critical race theory. America's strength lies in its diversity and inclusion. Yet instead of celebrating America's strength, many Americans, including President Trump, seemingly advocate cultural intolerance. In a recent Forbes article, the author cites the 5 major benefits for increasing diversity and inclusion in your workplace: better employee morale, increased productivity, raised awareness of collaborating with people of different cultures, maintaining cultural competencies in a global business environment, and an improved bottom line. NPR journalist Melissa Brock states, in January 2021, President-elect Biden could rescind Trump's executive order. However, his campaign declined to answer how Biden will respond, only to say he intends to tackle all forms of systemic racism. Friends, we can't afford to allow Executive Order 13950 to silence us or suppress our freedom of speech. I encourage you to reach out to your state representatives and urge them to rescind Trump's executive order. In closing, I repeat the quote from The Crown, which I feel aptly applies to the United States of America. If this union is to endure, then we must learn to respect each other's differences. Nobody likes to be ignored, to not be seen or heard or listened to. Thank you very much.